Hi, welcome back to my garage. Today we're going to be working on this Honda again, the one we did the AC pulley on. It's a 2007 Honda Civic EX. So today, as you can see, there's quite a bit of oil leakage coming from the valve cover gasket. If you look all around the engine, it's got a lot of oil residue. So we're going to replace the valve cover gasket. Alright, so first thing we're going to pull off is this little plastic cover, and we'll go from there. That off, that exposes this little plastic cover for the wiring harness here. So we got, looks like a 210 mils holding this on, and while we pull this, we can go ahead and disconnect our coil packs here. So I can go ahead and pull those clips off. Probably don't have to remove this, but I'm removing the alternator wires just to get them out of the way. That way it's not, this whole plastic cover here is not dangling in the way. Alright, with that out of the way, there looks like there's one more wiring harness on the back here that's connected as well. See back there that that's undone now. I'll pull off this little hose next, and then we should be good to pull the bolts around it. There's another plastic cover back there. It's just got these little pop sockets on there that fits into some rubber grooves in the back. So that's got to be pulled off before you can access the back valve cover bolts. Should be good now. Okay, just give it a little wiggle and it pops off. You can see the inside of the motor doesn't look too bad. We'll just have to make sure to clean all the gunk around the sealing surface for the new cover. And there's the old cover looks like. So we got a Felpro gasket, comes with the 4 spark plug tube gaskets and then your valve cover gasket. Here's the part number for this. This fits both a 1.8 liter and the 2 liter Honda. It's a VS5741R. So we'll go ahead and get this installed on our cover here. Alright, gasket's all in. Just make sure it's seated. Make sure when you go to put it on it doesn't pop out. So we're also going to use some German Permatex basically. We're going to put a dab of Permatex on where this timing cover meets up right here on the front and on the back, just as a little extra protection so it doesn't leak in those seams. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put our valve cover back on with our new gasket. So just make sure it doesn't fall out when you're trying to position it. Good to have a mirror to check the back side of it to make sure it popped on correctly. So we're going to put all our screws back in. And these screws help center the cover up with these little sleeves that are on here. These sleeves will fit in there and center everything up. Alright, once you got your valve cover tightened down, we can start the reverse process of putting all these cable trays and everything back on. But first, before we do that, we'll go ahead and we'll pull the spark plugs. We'll go ahead and pull the coil packs and replace the little seal that's underneath the coil pack. So if we pull this off, we have a little rubber grommet here on the coil pack, which our valve cover kit came with new ones. So we'll go ahead and pop these off and replace them. Alright, now we can put together these back plastic pieces. Snake this guy back in here. Okay. Pop this hose back on. There we go. Okay, that's all on. Last but not least, your vanity piece. Alright. Now we can clean up our tools and start it and make sure we have no leaks. Looking good. Alright, everything looks good. So you can see all the old oil residue, so I'll take this car out and get some engine degreaser and clean it all up, just to ensure we got no leaks or there's no leaks coming from anywhere else. When you're chasing oil leaks, you always want to start from the top and work your way down. So it was obvious the valve covers definitely was leaking. The old gasket was very crusty and hard. It's got 129,000 miles on it. It's never been changed. And down here in Florida, the heat definitely gets to those gaskets. So we'll clean it off and check and make sure, drive it around and make sure we don't have any other leaks and go from there. Next video we'll go ahead and do a oil service on the car and she should be good to go.